Hello, and welcome to this week's episode of
Advice from your besties.
Woo!
Each week we have questions and we'll give you some answers.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we love a good game of Would You Rather.
I do.
Yes. This is New Year's edition since we just celebrated the new year. Okay, so let's start with this. Would you rather make a resolution to give up Netflix for the upcoming year or Instagram?
Netflix. It's funny that you should ask me this because I unofficially have already made that resolution.
Really?
I've said this in the past, but because one of my actual resolutions is to try to read more books, I'm actually going to try harder this year to read 52 books.
Mhm.
That there's a direct correlation by how much TV I watch versus how much I read. So it's like it's a muscle in my mind. I can almost feel it. That I have the more I watch TV or Netflix, the less muscle strength I have to read.
Mhm. But there's also a direct correlation between being sad and the amount of books that you read.
I wouldn't say, for me personally, I wouldn't say that I'm sad. It's just how lonely or right. I get it. Yeah, I would agree with that. I
Yeah.
understand what you're saying, but I'm going to do that in addition to being happy.
Okay. You can break the cycle.
Yes, I would like to try and read a lot and still be happy. If that's possible. And Instagram is somewhat my livelihood.
It is.
And somewhat your livelihood. We need Instagram.
I know. We need Instagram. I'm so resistant to it, but I'm going to embrace it in 2025.
Come on. You can't even say that. Well, let's just strike that from your vocabulary. You need it.
I know.
How else do we get the word out there?
I know.
So stop resisting.
I know.
Okay.
I know.
I feel like I shouldn't have to, I felt like I beat it into your brain last time how important it was.
I'm posting. I'm doing things.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
Okay. I'll strike it from the record.
Yeah. Would you rather kiss your dog at midnight or your least favorite coworker?
Ew, my dog. I'll make out with my dog before I even come that close to my least favorite coworker.
I know. Well, you like making out with your dog.
Say it like you already do make
out. She tries to make out with me, and I'm like, no, I don't want sloppy seconds. Get off of me.
Maybe. I'll go to the source. I don't want it off of your tongue. That's sucking Chelsea's essence off of your tongue. Stop being so obsessed with me.
Okay, would you rather spend New Year's Eve at a house with no power or no food? You want to sit in the dark?
No.
Or do you want to starve?
I don't want to sit in the dark. I mean, I'll be bummed that there's no snacks, but I can get over it.
Yeah.
I don't want to sit in the dark.
No, I don't want to sit in the dark. That sounds sad. I'll have to light a candle to read a book.
I'll go home and watch
Netflix. Okay, would you rather wear a shirt that says everything you ate over the holidays or everything you did over the holidays?
Would I out myself?
I don't know, because mine would be one line. Cookies.
Oh. I don't have enough space on this t-shirt for all the food that I ate. No.
I mean,
plus, I did really cool things.
You did. I guess I would wear whatever I ate because I did not do cool things. And
oh my gosh, my holiday was amazing. And I was the asshole that asked everyone when they came into work, I'm like, did you have a great holiday? And everyone's like, yeah, it was fine. I'm like, mine was fucking awesome. I only asked you to tell you about me.
That is an asshole move.
Yeah, and I know it. We live in a very affluent neighborhood, and our community always does something above and beyond. They're always going to Maui. They're always going to Aspen. They're traveling. And we try not to measure up against them, but this was one time I was like, mine was so cool that I earned their superficial respect.
What was I just gonna say? I don't know. Oh, this is what people have been asking me at work, how are your holidays? Long.
Yeah, that's great. That's
I was
how
like, oh, how is yours? I'm like, I don't want to fucking talk about it.
right.
Yeah.
I have always been in that position
Mm-hmm.
until this year.
Yay. Would you rather only be able to whisper or only be able to yell?
That's a good question.
Whisper. I don't need to have everyone hearing everything that I say.
I agree. I think historically I would yell because I felt the need to be heard,
Mhm.
but I think people want to hear what I have to say, so I would make them work for it by whispering.
Yeah, and I don't like yell talking. I've come from a family that yells while they talk, and it's just so abrasive and aggressive, and I feel like I can't even hear you because it's so loud. I almost turn off my earballs. My earballs. I'm a doctor, by the way.
She says the stupidest shit, and I love her for it. The dichotomy of this lady. She's so smart.
I'm so smart.
She says the zaniest things.
I don't know where that came from.
Earballs.
Okay, would you rather have your family gossip about you at the holidays or forget who you are?
Forget me. Never say my name again.
Yeah.
Keep
Forget
my-
about it.
Keep my name out of your mouth. Actually, my dream has come true. We're pretty close.
Yeah.
Although we have not talked about this yet. I think my dream has come true because it's my understanding my mother said, "Oh, I talked to your brother over the holidays." For those of you who don't know, my brother and I are kind of on a break and have been. It'll be 3 years in July. We haven't spoken. Fine. It was my choosing because I just felt like I was begging him to like me, and he didn't. So it served me to remove him from my life. Well, my mother says to me on Christmas Eve, "Well, I talked to your brother, and he's mad at me because he says I'm not trying to keep the family together, that I'm not doing what he thinks is necessary to bring." He said, "Oh, if you were really my mother, you would be working to bring me and my sister together." And what I heard was, he wants me back. So I have played this long game very well.
Yeah. You play a long game better than anyone I know.
I'm Italian, and we do strategy and strategery like a motherfucker. And because I feel so confident about who I am, I'm like, fuck you, dude.
Do you think there will ever be a day where you want to?
Oh, I do. I want to be with him all the time.
Okay.
I want to be with him very much. When we lost my cousin a couple weeks ago, I wanted to call him so badly, but I reminded myself he will not act in the way in which you're hoping.
Mm-hmm.
He's just not the person I want him to be just yet.
Right.
And I don't know if he'll ever get there. So I will not invite him into my life.
I don't think he'll ever get there.
Mm-mm.
Ever.
Mm-mm.
So I guess you either have to accept that fact.
I have.
Okay. And
have.
then whenever you choose to welcome him back in.
I don't know that I
Keep him
do.
at
I
arm's
don't
length?
anticipate that because
No?
I don't need that negativity. I don't need that judgment. Like, we've come so far. And I really do credit my growth because I cut him out of my life.
Mm-hmm.
Because I just always felt under my family's scrutiny.
Right.
And now in their absence, I just feel the freedom, whether it's my Instagram, which can be a little questionable for some people at times.
Yeah.
And I just don't care about their opinion.
Mhm.
The people I care about support me.
That's right.
Fuck that guy.
Would you rather make a resolution to give up sex for a year or junk food for a year?
Well, I would rather make a resolution to give up junk food. I feel like I've already made the resolution to give up sex. I don't feel like I've already consider that one checked off.
Checked off. Check and check.
Oh,
I wish I could give up junk food
I do too.
so badly. However, that's not going to happen because now you have me on a baking kick.
Well, if you had a real eating disorder, you wouldn't eat it. You would just bake it. So I guess you don't really have an eating disorder.
I guess I don't because I'm eating it.
It's okay to eat it. You're doing it out of love for the people who love you the most. And it brings us so much joy.
It does,
And you're
but
so good at it.
I will be giving away 95% of it.
It's okay to sample one. Give
Yeah.
more of it away
I will.
or
'cause
freeze it.
I can't even like have it in the house.
That's okay, but you know what? You were buying shit treats to begin with.
I know.
And you were eating ice cream.
I
So
know.
how often are you eating desserts?
Just on the weekends.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Okay, well then just eat your cookies on the weekends. So just realize this is the dessert you're choosing to have on the weekends.
I know. And if I don't make it, I can't eat it. I think that's a good rule.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, I also think eating your own desserts has got to be healthier than whatever you were eating.
Yeah, processed things.
Yeah, trad wife. Now make me some cookies, please. I want to be able to take your cookies with me when I go to Japan.
Okay.
How bad are those molasses cookies that you make in terms of nutrition?
Well, there's no nutrition.
Okay. So not good.
Not good.
Great.
Okay. Would you rather have noisemakers for fingers or confetti for fingers?
Would you rather have candy cane legs or cottontail nose? I think confetti would be annoying as fuck.
You won't be able to pick anything up. You just have like limp fingers. Like,
Well, no, maybe they're like those torture things where they're like tubular.
that's more of a noisemaker. So if you had the noisemaker ones, at least you have some structure going on there.
You don't know. What kind of noise is it making?
The
Says you. There's no indication of what kind of noise.
a traditional New Year's noisemaker.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
100% confetti. Just remember not to shoot it in my face.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the noisemaker.
Ew.
I'm not saying
Like,
uh-huh.
oh, God. No, I use my fingers too much.
But they'll be floppy.
They're going to make noise. I find the cacophony of that noise to hurt my soul.
Okay, fine.
You do you,
I'll
but
do me.
I
I want to have some structure to my fingers. Okay.
Such a stupid choice.
Last one. Would you rather repeat 2024 or skip to 2026?
No, 2024. It's so good.
2024, such a good year.
I know. I feel very fortunate as I watch a lot of people's stories online. Like, oh, I'm so glad 24 is over. Oh, that was the worst year. Even my mother was like, oh my God, this is the worst year ever. And I don't feel that way.
I don't feel that way. And it's been a long time since I could say that. So
Do you realize we're still in the Christmas spirit with the red and green? We had the best Christmas.
You can't take the Christmas magic out of me.
No.
Me and my Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer nose.
What nose do you have?
It's getting kind of red.
You are out of your mind.
Okay. Anyways, any other questions?
Do I have any questions?
No. Okay. So thank you so much for joining us today. Make sure to share this episode with your bestie and like, subscribe, follow, give us 5 fucking stars.
Oh my, such strong language. I just want to thank you for bringing it, like coming into bringing in another year with us. Say it the right way.
Okay. Make sure you follow us and give cannot do an outro to save my life. Okay. Make sure you share this episode with your besties. Make sure you like, subscribe, follow, give us 5 stars wherever you listen to your podcast, Apple, Spotify, YouTube. Follow at Honestly Smartless, Instagram and TikTok. And thank you for ringing in the new year with us. Yay!
What she said.
Bye.
With your clacker fingers.
Yeah.